Hey everyone, it's Karnak. Thanks for joining me again on Star Wars Armada Explained. Today we're going to look at our boy, Skilled First Officer, or as he's lovingly called, Yelling Hat Man. Why is he called that? Well, it's a picture of a dude. He's yelling, he has a hat, he's pointing at something. Who knows? We like calling him Yelling Hat Man. Anyway, he is an officer. If you look at the bottom left hand corner of the card, you will see the officer upgrade icon. He costs a whopping 1 point. He is literally the cheapest card you can equip in the game because they haven't made any 0 point cards. It reads, before you reveal a command, you may discard this card to discard your top command dial. What does that mean? Well, he's very straightforward. So let's say here we've got a Quasar Fire. It's a command value of a 2 ship, so it assigns 2 command dials to its command stack when it starts the game and for every round after that. But let's say that this Quasar Fire, obviously it likes to command squadrons. Let's say it had a squadron command dialed up for its top stack, but then a pesky little flotilla came by with some slicer tools and slice away that command. Maybe it gave him an engineering command. He doesn't need that. The Quasar Fires, either they explode or they don't explode. There's engineering's not going to help him. So that really sucks. So now you're not commanding squadrons, or you're not navigating. You're not doing something that potentially is more useful. That's where skilled first officers come into play. So what it does is you discard this card, and then you discard without looking at it. You don't reveal the dial. You don't have to tell your opponent what it is. Obviously, though, if he slicered it, he's going to know what's there. But you discard that card, or discard the card and the top dial, and now the second dial you had underneath that is what you now reveal. You reveal that second dial. This is great, again, for if you got slicered, now you can still do your squadron command, or maybe you got in a situation where you thought you needed to command squadrons, maybe your Quasar Fire's in a bad spot, maybe instead it needs a navigation command. So being a command 2 ship is where these guys are perfect because they can essentially turn your your command 2 ship into a command 1 ship for 1 round. It gives you a lot of flexibility. Or in case you made a mistake or something happens, it allows you to change your battle plans on the fly. He also works great, although not seen nearly as often as it used to be, on Star Destroyers, especially if you took a Star Destroyer with the Relentless title, which effectively makes that ISD a ship that only needs 2 command dials instead of 3. You put skilled first officers on there, then you essentially have a Star Destroyer that can react flexibly to any situation that's going on. So that's what's great about skilled first officers. Really love this card. Really hard to get though. It's only on the Liberty expansion. They did finally put out an alt art with him with the dual turbo lasers as well. Makes him a little bit easier to pick up. And at one point, you can almost find a spot for him on any ship in your fleet that is command 2 or more. Obviously, he's not good on command 1 ships because if you use him and discard the dial, there's no other dial that takes its place. You don't get a dial, and at least having a dial is better than not having a dial. Anyway, if you there's no other interactions, there's no errata for him. There's no crazy things that go on. So if you feel like anything is wrong, or if I get anything in error though, please be sure to let me know about it. Appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I'll catch you next time.